Hi, everybody. Amanda here, and I've got a really great back body opener for those days where you're feeling really, really stressed out. Much of the time, or at least what I've learned and what I've experienced, is if you're having a stressful day, sometimes this happens and this happens, right? We get stuck in these positions, especially if you're sitting at your desk or you're texting or something, and then you start to activate all of these muscles in the back of your body and they get very tight. And then sometimes, for me as a massage therapist, I have people coming in and being like, I'm really stressed out, my back hurts. And I think it's just because they're arched like this all of the time and their muscles are so tight. Sometimes you'll refer to people will refer to the back muscles as paraspinal. So if you're ever in a class and people are saying, your paraspinals are tight, these are examples of paraspinal muscles. And I'll go like a layer deeper. You can see they just line all the way around your back, and I'll go down one more level, right? There's even like really, really deep lower back muscles. I don't think this is necessarily a paraspinal, but you got a really deep one in the lower back. And what we want to do is help these muscles turn off a little bit and relax a little bit. And it might help you with your back pain. If you have a disc herniation, this probably won't be recommended for you. But for everybody else, let's get to it by lying down onto the back. You could also put your feet up against the wall. If you happen to have a wall nearby, you could put your feet up so that there's a 90-degree angle at your knees and a 90-degree angle at your hips. This is an option for you. And what you'll do is just breathe and check. A lot of times I work with people and I see this arch thing happen in the back as soon as they lay down. I really feel like my back muscles are like cramping up doing that. Oof. So I'm going to exhale. And then I'm going to breathe into the back of my body so I feel the back of my body press against the ground. That feels nice. So this isn't like huge like strength training workout today. We're just trying to find a way to relax, right? You don't have to like turn on the core like crazy. Breathe into the back. Let the side ribs even expand, and then you'll exhale. Front of the ribs will move down. You can even feel the lifting up of that low core, like up towards the top of your body. If at any time this starts to happen, you could even cross the hands in front of you and then kind of pull the ribs in and put a bolster or a blanket underneath your shoulders. That might help you get your ribs down as well. Those are all things that can help. So let's take 2 more breaths. Pause it right now if you need that help. Put that pillow or blanket underneath your shoulders or even like a towel. Do what you need to do so that you can just gently get those ribs down. 2 breaths here, breathing in. Exhale 2. Breathing in. Exhale 1. Very good. And then I'm going to take my legs away from the wall. Lie back down onto my back and draw the knees into my chest and start to make some circles with the knees to the right and to the left, and draw the knees over to the right and to the left. I find that the hips are always a big player in back pain. So we'll put the soles of the feet both in the ground and cross the right ankle past the left knee. Press the right hand in towards the upper part of the right thigh. This might feel good for you, just to open up the rotators in your hip. You could also lift the left leg up a little bit closer. You could even take that left knee in a little bit closer to your chest. And we'll hold this here to breathe, breathing in. Any other hip opener will work. Exhale 2, breathing in. And for 1, we'll soften that left foot down and soften the right foot down to the ground, and then cross the right ankle past the left knee, press the right hand into the right thigh, and then you can lift that right foot up off of the ground and even grab on behind the knee if that's accessible for you and pull that knee in. We'll hold this here and breathe. Breathing in. Breathe into the back of your body. So if your body's arching again, get the front ribs down even here, right? It should be a little bit easier with that right knee coming in. One more breath in. And exhale out. Release your hands. Release your legs down to the ground. Let's roll over to the side of the body and then come onto all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. So I want you to press the hands into the ground, and I don't want the butt to come back, okay? I want you to keep your heart right over the wrists and then press into the ground so that you can really start to activate the core and round the spine. So you'll see with me, I'm really tight, like right in this area here, and I'm rounding a lot here in my upper back. Everybody's a little different, but for me, I'm really working on trying to get this area here to open up. And you know, it's close to my low back area, so that's what I'm working on myself. So we're just going to stay here in this rounded spine and breathe in. Breathe into the back area. Exhale for 3. Breathing in. Exhale for 2. Breathing in. And exhale for 1. Ooh, that feels good. All right, and then let's come up off of the knees and put your feet on the ground. It may be a little bit harder for some people to get standing. Sometimes it's, you know, you're not as flexible. You can't just like take your hands to the ground like this. So you can always put your hands on a wall and then pull your pelvis back. But just be careful that you're not arching your back, because that will defeat the purpose of everything we're working on. I want you to just kind of like round that spine and stretch the arms forward. That's an option for you. And if it feels good, you can always lower the hands to the ground. Breathing in. Exhale 2. Breathing in. And for 1, soften the knees, hands to the hips, and lift your torso all the way up to stand. Feel free to pause at any time and go back and redo some of the stretches if you feel that you need it. I'm going to walk to the back of my mat and you can join me. Let's start by stepping that right foot forward and moving the hips all the way over to the left side of the mat. You'll take the left arm around, keep those hips over on the left, and you'll just reach that left arm around over to the right. Now put your right hand, if you can reach all the way around, it's very awkward, to your lower back, and I want you to breathe into your right hand, breathing in. Exhale 2. Reach that left arm further, breathing in. And for 1, release, come back up, step that left foot forward, and then the hips are really going to rotate over to the right. We'll take the right arm and reach it over to the left. Take your left hand around to the right lower back area. Reach long through that right arm. Breathe in to that hand. Breathing in. Exhale 2. Breathing in. And for 1. Feels nice, huh? If you're really stressed out, this stuff works. Feel free to pause now and repeat that again if you need it. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. I highly encourage you to look up some of the breathing exercises on the platform to follow up with this back body opening section. Any questions, feel free to please reach out, and hope that this helped you relax a little bit and open up that back a little bit.